This presentation is brought to you by the Materials and Processes of ABE. So for today's video, we are talking about the 5S methodologies. But before we go on to the 5S acronyms and the demonstration, let's talk about the objectives of using the 5S methodologies. So objective number 1 is to be able to understand the benefits of working in a clean environment. Second is to be able to define the 5S principles, and last is to be able to apply the 5S principles to enhance the workplace organization, which will be later shown in this video. So first objective is the benefits of using the 5S methodologies. 5S methodologies is a system to reduce waste, to optimize productivity through maintaining an orderly workplace, using visual cues to achieve more consistent operational results, and to implement workplace organization and standardization. Now let's move on to our main topic. In case you're wondering why there are Japanese texts, it was because the 5S originated from Japan. So let's move forward. The first S is what we call the seri, or in English is the sort. So what does the sort means? It means to keep only what is needed in your working area and to remove the unnecessary items. Now here are the steps in sorting. Feel free to pause the video for a detailed reading. The second one is the seitan, or in English is straighten. Straighten is also called a set in order. So what is it? It means that the sorted items must have a place assigned and everything should be placed to its assigned place after use. And here are the steps in straightening. After sorting and straightening, the third one is called the seiso, or shine. So what does it mean? Generally, it means how you can keep up a clean environment and a workplace, and this includes a clean equipment and materials. Here are the steps in shining. The fourth S is the seiketsu, or the standardize. What is it? It is the product of the sort, straighten, and shine, and it sets standards that all the 3 past steps must be strictly followed. Here are the steps in standardizing. Now we are on our last method. The last one is the shitsuke, or the sustain. It means maintaining and reviewing the standards, making the standards procedure, and making it a habit to follow all the defined procedures. Here are the steps in sustaining. Now that we are done for our main topic, let's go and take a look at our summaries. The first one is the sort, retain, or move. The second one is the straighten, or everything in place. The third one is the shine, or look like and work like brand new. The fourth one is the standardize, or composed of sort, straightening, and shine. And lastly is the sustain, or make it a habit. Now that is all the 5S methodologies. Now let's go on to our last part of our objective, which is the demonstration. For this video, we are focusing only in one part of 5S methodologies. That is the straightening. If you may recall, straightening is setting the sorted items into specific places. So the existing workplace we chose is my study room inside the house. In this clip, these are all my organizers such as drawers and filers to put the sorted items before placing them inside the room. I started arranging from smallest items to the largest items. In here are my pens and markers. After sorting the usable from unusable pens, I chose to separate pens from markers and place it into my separate existing pen holders. Then, I moved on to putting my already separated paper according to sizes into their matched folders and placed them all into my drawer. By the way, these are used papers that has available blank spaces from the backs that I can still use as scratch papers soon. Other papers still has value or topics in it. I kept them into separating envelopes with labels what grade or year these files are. Then, what I arranged next are notebooks and notes that I am still using as of today. I kept them in this divider so that I have an easy access to all my notebooks and I can place the organizer on top of my desk. Then I proceeded in putting my important and personal documents into my clip filers and portfolios. Even before, I used to put these important documents in Clearbooks so I can easily flip pages and easily find specific documents I am searching for. And lastly, my books that took most volume of my room. Before, I used to put this in my shelves. I decided to transfer them in drawers so that they don't get very dusty. And then the next one are my academic books that is so important in my studies. I decided to not put my academic books in drawers so that I don't find it hard to grab them whenever I needed them. Finally, I am now ready to place these organizers with my items inside the room. I started putting the drawers where my books are. Then I put my envelopes into one of my compartments below my desk. And I put my clear books with my important documents on top. And then my academic books placed also on top of my drawer near the desk. Then I decided to put my recently used notes and notebooks and pens on my desk since they are the things I will be using the most. In doing straightening, it is important to know which items you need the most and use frequently, and decide an accessible place to put it in. In my case, it is on my desk so that I don't have to move places while grabbing something. And now, I am ready to do my task in my new comfortable study room. That is all for today's video. Thank you for watching.